Hey guys, so welcome back to Just a Breathy Chat. We're on season 8 or 7, 8 or 9. I can't remember what season. But I had something else originally planned for this episode, but I decided to do something a little bit different. If you can tell, I'm sitting in my living room, so it's a little bit of a different space. And you see the skulls behind me. I'm getting ready for spooky season as well. But if you're new here, hit that like button, ring that bell for notifications. Also, please subscribe, help a girl out and everything. But yeah, my living room looks so good right now. I also really want to say thank you to the 100 subscribers, or close to 100. So I'm gonna be optimistic here because I haven't looked at it in a minute. But I want to talk about what happens when life doesn't go our way. So I want to do a recap real quick. This past weekend, I actually went out with some friends from work, and I really needed that week. I've been having a bad week at work and everything, and I don't know. I feel stuck in life. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, you make this move, it's not going exactly how you planned, and you just feel like stuck in your own movie, like your own life. I mean, I'm watching all my friends get married, I'm watching all my friends finish up their degrees and everything else, and I'm just like, I just really want to be a paralegal again, and it's hard at the end of the day. And I know what happens when life doesn't go our own way. And everything. And we have this map planned out. But sometimes it doesn't always work out like that. And God has us on a path that He wants us on, and no matter how much you put in the hard work, sometimes you just don't get the job. Now, I was recently watching this episode of Last Man Standing, which I've been binge watching it. I've watched it like who knows how many times now, but I do love the show. I do love Tim Allen, and I do really like this concept of the show. Now Ryan does get on my nerves looking back now, some of it, and everything else. But anyway, but yeah, so I just got done with the episode where Mandy got rejected from like this fashion mogul, and she was gonna do a stint with real estate, but she didn't. So, and she decided to follow her dream. So, a little update: I recently applied to get my notary for the state of Tennessee. I'm very happy about that, and I'm waiting to hear back because in the way Tennessee, you have to fill the application out. You have to turn it in at the clerk's office, and you get it's like $14. And then you go to, and then you have to wait to get a certificate from the clerk's office with a signature from the attorney general, and all of that. And then they'll email you with this copy of the certificate, and you have to get your surety bond, which I'm just waiting to hear back from that. I'm hoping that increases my chances of becoming a paralegal again. I really do miss being a paralegal. I have more passion with it, and it's something I felt like I belong there. And I know it sounds crazy to think. Some of y'all are gonna think I'm whining and then complaining, and I'm not. I'm grateful for everything life has thrown me. But I can't have another year like this past year, honestly. I'm keeping my faith in God and everything else, but it's just been hard. And like, what happens? And like, I had this plan when I moved up here to where I would work as a paralegal and everything else. But what happened was I worked at this law firm for about 6 weeks. Didn't have enough experience. It was like in that field of law, particular field of law, which I got through a temp agency. But so I started working at this restaurant and then this coffee shop. I hate being a barista, but here I am. I'm doing what I can just to get by, make ends meet. It's been hard, but I've been getting by. But that's not the point of this episode. The point is, life doesn't always go our way, and sometimes we have to figure out, like, what to do, what are we going to do with it, and everything else. I mean, it's hard, especially when you have this whole life mapped out, and yet nothing is not going as you plan, and everything, and you just keep going. I'm the type of person I won't ask for help, if I can help it and everything else, but yeah, but Think about it, it's like watching Mandy's story is like that storyline kind of gets me. It's kind of like the Eve Baxter when I first talked about earlier seasons. Like she had her whole life planned out, and then she went out. She took a gap year and decided to go to the Air Force Academy. Mandy was about to settle for another thing because she she didn't get a yes, and it's hard. And especially when you keep going on interview after interview after interview, and you're just like, it takes a toll on your confidence. I know some people are gonna think I'm crazy when I say that, but it's hard and everything else, and you're trying so hard to keep it all together because everybody's constantly expecting you to be this person, this one person, everything else, and I don't know, like sometimes I'm tired. I get tired and but I get tired of life. I don't particularly get tired of like I don't have the bad thoughts, but it's like I just get tired of living. Have you ever heard of so numb with a bug? Something like that. Yeah. But anyway, I did have a whole original concept person lined up to do this episode, but I decided not to. Because I felt like it like I don't know, I like this was kind of important for me to talk about. But everything, but what do we do when life doesn't go our way? What do we do when we try so hard just to keep going, get that field? It's like, and you're not getting that interview, you're not getting the callback. Can't tell you how many times I've applied for a job, and the few times I do get an interview, I don't get a call back, and I'm like, and I'm trying to keep my faith in God. I really am. I trust Him. I know He has me on this path that He wants me on, and at the end of the day, it's just very hard. Like I know in my heart this is what I'm meant to do and everything. And I'm hoping one day I do get back in that field. Um, it's just right now you're just I feel stuck in life. Um, and I know a lot of us feel stuck, and we just don't know what else to do. But it's sometimes we just gotta keep going. Sometimes we just gotta really know what to do, know where to go from there, and everything, and just go from there. But yeah. All right, but that is it for this episode of Just a Breezy Chat. I will see y'all next time. Y'all have a great day and a happy Halloween.